Hi there, and a Merry Christmas to you. And this is Legacy of Love and Laughter, the way we share our lives and our holidays with our friends, our loved ones, and anyone else who cares to take a look. And this is,
Valerie.
and you are,
I'm here for the fun of it. No,
you're
I'm
here for that.
sorry.
Not today.
This is Christmas time. You got to be doing something that makes you happy. And
Okay.
having a campground is a happy thing to do.
She's also my sister.
If she gets here.
You acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Well, we're
We
laughing.
haven't even had a drink yet, but we will.
We'll
So
try to work on that, yes. So we've been doing a few weeks on Christmas. You can always go back and look up our Legacy of Love and Laughter on the internet or YouTube because or Facebook because we'll be in one place or the other. But you'll notice today's different because we're not wearing our silly
ears.
hats or glasses or ears or any of the stuff we usually put on. Because today we're talking about a different kind of Christmas. We're talking about a blue Christmas. Now, some of us who are old enough and people that listen to
Can't
oldies on
imagine
the
who that is.
radio would know that we have a song about a blue Christmas, right?
Yep.
Elvis, I'll have a blue Christmas without
You
you.
never thought you'd make it. It's one of the top songs.
That's right. Well, Elvis was darn cute, and anything he did was good. But what is a blue Christmas? A blue Christmas is where you're literally blue down in the dumps. You can't seem to get you. Have you ever had a blue Christmas?
I have.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd like to just brush it off, but you can't, and you shouldn't. You really shouldn't.
Right.
If you haven't got a friend that would understand what's going on in your life, maybe you should look for somebody who's could use a friend.
That's exactly right.
Not don't
That
make a big
is
thing
so
of it.
true. So true. Yeah. If you want a friend, make a friend.
Yep,
And
there's plenty of them out there,
yeah.
especially during the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the other blue Christmas things that we've probably both experienced as a fact are if you've got a health condition. Right now, we're a little bit mending from being broken. Valerie with her shoulder, me with my hip. Um, you may have just gotten a bad health report, or someone you love did. Uh, your relationship, you may be estranged from someone you love and can't fix it. I'm, in fact, dealing with that in my own life. Uh, so, how do you get through it? So, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We've both experienced tragedy and death of someone who died too soon or too unexpectedly. And you lose so much when you lose traditions, when you wind up out of your realm. And I've kind of, you ever feel out of your realm? Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, yeah, and it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You don't want to ignore the person that's kind of crying on your shoulder, which they tend to do. You don't want to make them feel bad for coming to you or talking to you or something. It's good to change the subject, but to keep it a little on the light side if you can.
Well, yeah, and we have to kind of meet people where they are. So there's all kinds, and there's even a blue Christmas after Christmas.
Really?
Do you ever have that feeling? The holidays
Oh
over,
yes, the depression.
and it's like
Gifts are open. And
you got an iron for Christmas instead of anything you wanted after you've spent
iron
all
is the
that
word.
time working and shopping. A lot of it's just disappointment. Some people are disappointed, their family leaves, and it takes all the shine out of the holiday. So there are many kinds of losses that we experience. Loss of our expectation of what we thought it was going to be. Things don't always turn out the way we want them. Sometimes you got a snowstorm on Christmas. Sometimes,
yes, you do.
yeah, and then you've got the after effects. Those bills are coming in. If you overspent, those bills are coming home to your house. So you got to watch the mailbox so you take care of your bills so you don't build interest. Oh my stars! I had to pay interest on my credit card bill a few months ago.
Oh, gee.
It's like 30%, and I have a good credit rating. I was stunned What a waste of
It's
money.
unbelievable.
Get those bill because that's
And
only
it
going
was
to
just
make you.
put it in the store and you take it out and pay for other bills. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like,
So there's lots of reasons to have Blue Christmas. So we figured out, well, what do you do when you have a Blue Christmas? And um, I think you have to figure it out, and we have to figure out what we would do if it were someone else. Figure out what do we do when it's us, and figure out how we handle it. Like, um, for those of you who don't know us very well, Valerie and I are quite different.
yeah, you can always ask.
Where she may tend to be quieter, um, you're going to hear my life story, whether you want
Like
it
it
or
or not.
not. and,
It's
so,
okay because I've heard it before.
and someone who's going through that, you don't have to say, yeah, yeah, I know you told me, because a part of processing
Yeah,
is,
sometimes you have to hear it.
yeah, and you have to tell it and tell it until you uh, get to have a scab, I guess, over it, so that it's not so painful in the day to day. So um, you want to listen to people when they have, and you try not to be a burden on your friends. But if you've got someone you can talk to and dump on, that's Yvonne was that for me, because she told me when Sammy passed away, you call me 24/7 365, and I did. And we would talk until we fell asleep or laughed. That's it. Well, I have to remember. Just because we're having a Blue Christmas, laughter is not an evil thing. Some people say, "How could you laugh? This thing just happened. How could you laugh?" Sometimes laughter is a great release of tension.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, oh, yeah. We
Hence, it's
hope it's
called
not too
Legacy
much.
of Love and Laughter. So we have to also, if we're going through it, we have to reach out to the right people. You
Yeah.
know the difference between reaching out between the right people and the wrong people?
Do you have an answer?
I do, but I was inviting you to talk. Because she's the quiet one.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of the right thing to say because there's this way and that way. I love to talk to people. I, I'm very social, but sometimes I'm very quiet and thinking of what to say about something. You know how you be going someplace in a conversation and you just can't seem to get it out, which happens to me a lot lately. So excuse me if I'm repeating myself.
It's worth repeating.
Is well, yeah, and it's you realize that you're you're not the only one that's got things going on,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it doesn't mean when you say, "Oh, I feel so bad," it doesn't mean that you can't jump in there and say, "We'll talk about it later" or
Oh,
something.
yeah. Or another one, really bad one. Just turn that frown upside down. Now, don't be miserable all the time, and you have to
You should be
process.
able to process.
You
Yeah,
have to you have to get it out of your system.
it's
Um,
perfectly normal.
yeah, yeah. So another thing is you have to kind of judge the distance you want to keep. In other words, the distance, if it's someone is coming to you, the distance that it's important to keep to give them their healing space. And if it's you that needs the help, you got to figure out, what do I
How to
need
accept.
most. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. So we need to be validated. So you don't want somebody spoiling the whole Christmas by whining and sniveling the whole Christmas. But you've got to leave them space. If you want to be there on their own, let them be on their own. Don't force them to come over. And if it's you, have the guts to say, not now, or maybe for an hour.
yeah,
For as
yeah,
much time as you can tolerate it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not a time for telling jokes and stuff like that, but
yeah.
it's the time to be a support.
There's another kind of person you don't want to go to if you're in having a Blue Christmas, and that's the person that says, "Oh, you think you got troubles? I can't tell you what happened," because you're here to process your own stuff, not to have them minimalize what your stuff is. I think that's important.
Everybody has bad days,
Yeah,
but when you're with a group, sometimes that gets magnified,
yeah.
and everybody's like, "Well, now you should hear how this
Then
worked.
it,
It didn't
yeah,
work
then
for
it
me."
winds up a total pity party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not good.
yeah. Um, it also, people who, if they're crying, some people have a natural tendency to reach out and hug the person. And we learned in our counseling, our pastoral counseling in seminary, is that's not good. Because if you reach over, as much as you want to reach over and hug someone and comfort them in that moment, let them get their stuff out first.
Yeah.
Because if you go and start hugging them and everything, they're going to think, oh, I got to stop crying. I'm making this person uncomfortable. I got to stop crying. Therefore, they stop processing. Um,
Sometimes you don't want to hear it.
exactly.
Just break it easy. Don't jump into it because that person needs something. And
Yeah.
that's why they're depressed or crying or whatever. And sometimes all they need is quiet space up in the corner of the room. And that's okay too.
Yeah. They,
Just you're physically there, but you
yeah.
don't have to come up with.
They don't want to be told either what they should do.
No.
Don't tell them what they should do. Sometimes you just want to puke it out. Just get it
Yeah.
out of your system. No, don't tell me what I ought to do, what I would have done,
Or what you did.
or what yeah, because everyone's different. You know, it's that, what is it? The tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all we ever know about anybody is the tip of the iceberg. So you want to be able to go deep. Um, so you say to yourself, uh, how long is this going to last? Am I going to make it through? And for most of us that have experienced a deep loss, a deep tragedy, a broken marriage, whatever, um, it's called the year of firsts. You have to go through the first Christmas, the first birthday, the first anniversary, the first, excuse me, and that year of first is very difficult. So,
Yeah.
so one time I was having a challenge. Can I steal your soda? Because I've got a tickle in my throat.
I got water and I got soda.
Yeah, I'll take your soda. Okay. We're sisters. We share germs.
I didn't know that.
I'm going to take it back up in here. Okay. Where did I get lost? Oh, the year of first. So one time I'd had an unpleasant breakup, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and I said, "Oh God, how long is it gonna hurt?" And he said, 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
I think
And
that's a good.
6 weeks later, I was feeling better. Now, it wasn't a long and enduring relationship. The longer the relationship, whether you break up or someone dies or whatever, um, uh, experts say that you need 6 weeks plus 1 week for every year you work together. So after, like when Donald passed away, that was 60 years. That was a long grieving period, and your work on. You have to know things are never going to be the same.
No.
But you will be okay.
Well, that's why I feel like the person that you're missing, you're pining over, whatever. It's good to. I mean, you don't want to make it a big tragic deal, but it is, and you should let yourself feel bad sometimes, and then go back and think about the good time that came afterwards.
That is so important.
It really is, because we all have moments. Sometimes it feels just good to get it out.
Yeah.
You know. But
Yeah.
you shouldn't feel bad by, if somebody sees you across the room and goes, and they're walking towards you and you're going,
oh crap.
Man, what do I do? Just be a little upbeat and kind of positive, and you would more talk about the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you're in a public place like that, usually you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So one of the things we have to do is learn to cope. And I mean, we lost my mom's mother, our maternal grandmother, on Christmas Eve. Now I was only 6 and she was 8 or 9, and I remember our mom telling us, and she told us very quietly and gently, but she had herself pretty well pulled together.
She did.
And I know she probably struggled through a lot to make sure that our Christmas was still a good Christmas,
Yeah.
and I've been through the, year of first sucks. And you just know that you're going to make it, but it's going to take time. And
That's why you should allow yourself to have that time
yeah,
and share it with somebody if they look like they're interested in sharing, or not share it with them and just say, we all have bad days.
yeah, and sometimes you give it a limit. You say, okay, this is going to be. I remember when I was going through my second divorce because I ain't no quitter. Um, and I had a girl Florence I worked with, and she would come into my office and she'd see me kind of pining away, and she'd come in and she would slam her hand down on the desk and she'd say, "Stop! That's your time for today." You did that, and that was really important because I was, failure one time is bad. Failure second time, it's you don't get used to it. It's not like, oh, well, it's going to be okay. So when we lost our maternal grandfather, when Grandpa Frazier was in the hospital, and they had just amputated his leg,
Yeah.
and we had to watch him struggle and everything, and we knew there was not a good prognosis, and so our mom and I were walking to the elevator, and I said, "Mom, does it ever get any easier?" And she said, "No, it doesn't."
Yep.
So there's that to look forward
So it's
to.
good to know, but it's also good to know that somebody else knows and feels bad for you.
Yeah. And so then you go through this period of time. You figure out the time. If you need, gosh, counseling is so easy to get, these days. You can get a telephone, you can do counseling on the phone, you can go into the office, you can talk to your clergy person, you can talk to a friend not a friend who's going to try to give you advice, just a friend who's going to let you talk. And then maybe after a while give you advice if you're not getting your act together.
Yeah, right.
I do have a friend that I love, and I always say I'm going to call her. And Helen, if you're out there, I do mean to call you when I'm having a tough time. And somehow I say I'll do it in an hour.
I've done that.
Yeah. So it's harder at the holidays. So she's probably going to be hearing from me. Um, so we got the how long. For now, we have to cope with
Yeah.
whatever our sadness is going. So if you lost an old tradition, you got to create a new tradition. Do you care to tell anyone about our Wednesday morning new tradition that we started? Yeah.
The thing is, like in most people, if you're just having a discussion, which is what we're doing with somebody, and saying you're going to be fine, even if you don't really believe them. But if the people are fine, if they know that somebody else has been there with them, they've gone through this, you've gone through it, other people have gone through it, and you're going to be fine. And if you need somebody to talk to,
So what have we been doing on Wednesday mornings with Janice?
we've been dancing.
No, we've been sitting right here on
We've
our
been
butts.
dancing.
We have been watching movies.
Don't tell people we do that and then come and do this.
Hey, we do. That is our replaced tradition.
We do, and they're good movies. They're wholesome things. We're not watching.
Yeah, so you watch, we have lunch and we watch a movie. And Janice said to me the other day, I was telling her what I was making for lunch. She goes, "I'm always kind of excited to wonder what you're going to be watching, what you're going to be making." And that makes me good because one of my love languages is cooking. So I love to cook for people. So if you can't cook for your loved ones, you can actually cook what they love and eat it in their memory. See, you allow yourself this much time for grieving, and then you have to start deliberately cultivating the good memories.
Yeah.
Remembering, bringing them up. looking up the pictures.
After you talk to somebody and tell them that, like, more or less, you're going to be fine, sooner or later, don't worry about it. Once you get that out of your system, things loosen up a little bit. And then you can talk freely about nothing. Just nothing. Just what the weather's like, where you went shopping the other day, did you buy a new dress? And then next thing you know, you're drifting off into another direction. And it makes them feel good because it takes pressure off.
Yeah,
And it makes you
especially if
feel
you
good
can
because you
get
did
to
something
laughing.
good. Yeah,
Because laughing is, what does it say? Laughter is good medicine in the
yeah.
Bible. Yeah, and it also says that um, the morning may last for the night, but joy cometh in the morning. So you go from morning to morning when things get better. Um, I hope you found that helpful. One of the things you want to keep reminding yourself about, it's not about stuff. It's not about decorations. It really is the reason for the season. And in our tradition as Christians, we would say the reason for the season is Jesus' birth. The Hebrews, the Jewish people celebrate Hanukkah in the same time area, and that is they celebrate the miracle of the oil. The oil burned for 7 nights when they only had enough oil for one day. How did that happen? So that's God saying God's going to be there for us. We celebrate the coming of light. Druids and pagans celebrate the coming of the light in the light in the solstice. So have your traditions. Let them help you get through it. Share your traditions with others. You know?
Most of them really love it, and you'd be amazed at how many people don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
They like, I go to church on Sundays and holy days and stuff, and you'll talk to people, and some people make mention of the fact that they go to church every Sunday or every holy day or whatever, something, and that means they're proud of it. You don't have to dwell on it, but if you want people to know, you're on the same team.
Yeah. 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 And we can do that even without saying, well, like I'm better than you because I go to church every Sunday.
Right.
That God is with us all the time.
That's a favor for me.
All the time, all the colors, all the denominations, all the other stuff. God is with us at all times. Very helpful to have a spiritual community like church to go to. My spiritual community is online. It's the people who watch my Spirit of Unity videos. So
With our friends.
yeah, yeah,
They come to visit us and watch a movie or something,
right,
and it just blooms into something different, which
right,
is good. It's good for all. It's like taking care of 4 people
right,
on one trip.
right. So if you're having a blue Christmas, know that our hearts are with you. That we've been there. We understand. You're gonna make it, and a piece of it is up to you. That's that one thing I say at every Christmas, and especially in a blue Christmas, that the people were looking for the Messiah, for the Savior to come and fix everything for them. And Jesus came. And through his teaching, he taught us and showed us by demonstration how it could be fixed. Really, it's up to us now. Baby Jesus may have been born in a manger, but Jesus is born, the Christ light. We're in unity, we're kind of inclusive, and we say it's the Christ light within us, the divinity within. You hear people say namaste. You know what that means? It means I behold the divinity in you.
We don't say that in church, so I don't remember.
No, you don't.
I will though.
Well, but I mean, the thing is that so you would say that even to someone that's Hindu or namaste. I behold the divinity in you, and we have to remember that when that person Is tiptoe tap dancing on your last nerve? It may be a little with your teeth real tight. I behold divinity in you.
Right. Get it?
So, yeah, that's another thing. Not everything is about death and divorce. Sometimes it's just people who get on your nerves. And I call that the sandpaper of the soul. Gets off those
I
rough
get it.
edges. I thought that was cute. Um, so, and now here's something that it is I hate to say it, but it's the Grim Reaper part. And that is, if you are estranged from someone, arguing with someone, especially over something as both critically important and totally unnecessary politics, um, our job is to quietly work for our desired outcome, but don't let's split up families or anything else with that. We have to remember this. This could be your last Christmas together. Whether you're the one that's not there next year or whether they're the one that's not there next year, there will be a last Christmas for each of us. And each one is a treasure, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. For better or worse.
Yeah, and one little thing, if you're feeling a little down in the dumps and you're kind of heading down, down, down instead of back up or whatever, take some time to yourself and think about what if you're down, it's usually because okay, wait a second. It's because you're depressed about something. You don't have to be depressed about something. You can just, something's going wrong and you're getting sick of it and you're being put out of anything you want to do. Just tell yourself it's okay. Go and make some cookies or chocolate. Chocolate would be
Yeah.
good.
When you went down, the picture that came in my mind was the toilet.
The what?
The toilet, down. But where does that wind up? That winds up in the sewer or in the septic tank. So
don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't let your thoughts bring you down, or you're going to be swimming around in sewage.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to think of the good things that go on in your life to bring it come up, up, up. And they're all there. Just take advantage of them sometimes.
Yeah. But claim your right to mourn and to grieve and to be down.
Yeah, you only think of God when you have to. And that's not true.
No.
Because when I have to have somebody to communicate with, it's not myself. It's usually somebody else that is important to me. Whether it's God, sometimes it is, Jesus, Mary, the baby, everything. Or you're going to go in the other direction. And I don't, it's the different people that you know. You've got medicine that you can take for so many things. And if you find out about that stuff, I think you can help yourself or help other people.
Right.
Nothing you have to take drugs for or anything.
Yeah. So, let's do some healing. Do it in your own life, and keep in mind that single thought. You may not have another one. When I kissed Sammy goodbye when she left the last time she was at my house, important, I kissed her, and I never knew that would be the last time I would see her. There would be no more Christmases.
Yep.
So.
Yep. There's always more.
That's the downside. So we want to turn the downside up, and we honor and respect your Blue Christmases. We're here for you. You can always
we're here for each other, and that's a start. We've always got each other to boost us up, and having the help of another person is always good. Don't chase them away right away. Give them a chance.
That's right. So we are going to let you go on your way on this Christmas Day. If you're blue tomorrow, because the season was wonderful and it's over, plan ahead for a new one. Think about these situations. What if and make it better. You afraid of being alone? Was that your hard part this year? I know that's my hard part. Being away from my family's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And I can't divide my heart into 5 places and send it to Kansas and Missouri and Florida, Colorado and New York, and Connecticut. Uh, so do your best to make the best of every
We're
Christmas.
thinking of you folks too. And this isn't a selfish move on our part, but
No,
it's nice. It's nice to be able to share with somebody who's feeling a little bit down and out.
this is true. So be blessed, whatever the outcome, and know that we behold the divinity in you. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.